Hello, everybody. This is Jocelyn Saint Aimee, and I would like to welcome you to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Chapter 4 of the COVID-19 Chronicles. For those of you that don't know me, I am an American that lives in Venice, Italy, and I have been asked by many people about how things are going here and if I could give some information about my experience here. And it's actually been week 6 since we have been on lockdown. So, it's this channel was, or this program was created so that I could just, be an encouragement to people that are just in this process. And I know, for example, in the States, this is the second week, and I know it's very difficult. It's very taxing to be in this situation. But I'm trying to encourage you, and this helps me as well. And so to just, encourage one another to keep holding on and to keep doing what we need to do. And I'd love to hear from you if you watch this video and if it's helped you, and if you can leave an encouraging word for me, that would be great as well. All right. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about a story that I'm sure you may be familiar with. And if you haven't been familiar with it, then hopefully you will get a treat today. And I always like to start my talks with a verse from the Bible. So today we're going to take a text from Genesis chapter 13, chapter 16, verse 13. And it reads, "She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well was called Bera Laharo. Is still there between Kadesh and Bered." And hopefully those pronouncing those words were fine. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about a story that's pretty well known. It is the story of Abraham and Sarah. And Abraham was the father of the Israeli people of Israel. And he was given a promise by God that his people would outnumber the sands of the sea and they would become a great nation. And God also told him that he would have this son through his own flesh, by his own flesh with his wife, Sarah. The only problem was is that Sarah and Abraham were very, very old, and they didn't see how it would be possible for this to happen, but God promised Abraham that he would do this for him. Well, as time went by, Sarah decided to offer Abraham her servant. And she told him that she felt that it was a good idea for him to go ahead and wed Hagar, her Egyptian servant, so that they could have this promised son that God had told them about. Well, with reluctancy, Abraham agreed, and he went ahead and married Hagar, and she also conceived. Well, when she found out that she conceived, her whole attitude changed towards Sarah, and there was conflict between them, to the point where Sarah complained bitterly to her husband about Hagar. And even Abraham was like, well, she's your servant, do whatever it is that you need to do. But this did not help the situation. And what ended up happening was Hagar ended up leaving. She was pregnant, but she ended up leaving and running away from Sarah. On the way to wherever it was that she was going, she stopped near a well and she started to drink. And the Bible says that the angel of the Lord, with a capital A, came to her and started to question her and started to ask her the reason why she was leaving. And he also encouraged her to return back to her mistress, but he told her about her unborn son and started telling her that he was going to be a man of many nations, that he was going to be a leader, and that he would be someone very, very important. And he encouraged her to go back. Now, the part that I want to talk about is that Hagar recognized. She said, you see me? You know who I am? She said, am I really seeing the God that sees me? And so what I want to stress in this story is that God the Lord saw Hagar. And even though she was a slave, and even though she ran away, and even though she wasn't very respectful of Sarah, he was in tune to her, and he saw everything that was going on with her. And he even gave her details. Not only did he give her details of what was happening to her, he also gave her a prophecy that would encourage her. And the beauty of it was that she recognized that this wasn't just anybody. This was actually the Lord, the angel of the Lord himself that was there talking to Hagar. And she recognized it. She recognized that he saw her. So, and of course she returned back to her mistress, and the story continues when she finally does have her son. And all of the prophecies that the Lord said came into fruition. Why am I telling you this? Because even though it just seems like there's so much going on. This person, that person is sick. This is happening there. That is happening over there. And the whole world is going through this gross pandemic problem, that it can actually make you feel small. But I'm here to tell you that just like the Lord was interested in Hagar, a person that was a slave. Remember, she didn't have a choice of the things that she could do. She was a slave. So even if she didn't want to marry Abraham, she had to. And everything that she was told to do, she had to do it. Okay, he recognized her. And not only did he recognize her, he knew who she was and knew who she was going to be. So I'm telling you this to tell you that in spite of everything that's going on here, that God is so in tune with you and with I. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows those days when you feel like you're going to flip out because you've been in the house so long. He knows those days where you feel sometimes like you don't even know what to do. You have whole things on your list, tons of things on the list, and you don't even know if you're going to do those things, and you get tired. He's with you every step of the way. Every step of the way. And he will continue to be with us through this process. So I just want to encourage you today and to let you know that even though all of this is going on and there's people everywhere going through all kinds of things, first of all, we're blessed to even be here and be alive and be listening and be talking to each other and listening even to this video and me being able to do this video. It's a blessing because there's a lot of people that haven't made it. But I'm here to tell you that God is interested and he knows what's going on with you and your family and your loved ones and everyone. He's very aware of everything and he's close to us and he will never abandon us no matter what. So I hope today's message gives you hope. I hope today's message makes you feel closer to knowing that God is going to resolve the situation, and also that he is very aware of you. He is interested in you. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and I hope that this brings you some encouragement. Please pray for me as I pray for you, and let's just realize that this too shall pass. I hope you have a great weekend. Tomorrow is the end of the week. I hope you have a wonderful Easter weekend. And may God's mercy be with you always. And please, again, keep us all in prayer. Thank you so much. This is Josie saying to me, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.